and the quantity is much. So if you pull down your pants and you see discharges, don't be like, oh come on, it is normal as a lady to have these discharges. So if you see a discharge like blood red to dried brown discharge, okay, if you see discharge like this, you see this picture, if you see discharges like this, what does it mean? So if you see this discharge that is like blood red to dry brown discharges, what does it mean? It actually means that you could maybe be coming to an end of your cycle, or even maybe you having some sort of signs of ovulation that is causing a little bit of spotting. In this particular case, you see that irregular menstrual cycle will be the major cause of you having this spotting, and then it's coming out like your vaginal discharge. You need to also understand that some women experience this spotting due to birth control method. So if you're on a birth control method, then it is probably more likely that you can have some of this spotting. And if you have this spotting, it might come out as the color of your normal vaginal discharge, and you will be like, is this something really, really serious? Normally, if you have it like this, it is good to talk with your doctor, and your doctor will advise you on exactly what to do next. So the next color that you can also see is cream white. It's cream white and milky white. So cream and milky white is the next color of your vaginal discharge that you can see. Cream and milky white is the next color of your vaginal discharge that you can actually see. So if you see this cream and milky white, this is how it looks like. I just hope you will be able to see my images. So cream and milky white will look like this, like what you're seeing here. I'm sorry if my image is not the best. It's just a demonstration. So it actually it looks like this. So what are the reasons for you to have this cream and milky white? Vaginal lubrications. White discharge occurs for many of the same reasons as clear discharge. It is simply natural lubrication, keeping your vaginal tissue healthy and minimizing. So what does it mean? So if you have this, please don't worry yourself, don't bother yourself. Everything is under control. You are certainly okay. All right. So if you have this cream and milky white discharge of your vagina, please understand that there is little or nothing for you to worry about, because it is just your vagina cleaning itself. All right. So if you have it, it is good probably to maybe talk to your doctor if you're surprised about it, but there is little or nothing for you to worry about when you have this cream and milky white vaginal discharge. Because one of the reasons is that it's actually your own system cleaning itself. So when your system is cleaning itself, you will expect this type of vaginal lubrication. And you will also see this explanation when we're talking about clear, because when the system is clean itself, you will also have a clear vaginal discharge. So the next color that you might find within your vagina, the next vaginal discharge that you might find, is pale yellow to neon green. Pale yellow to neon green. So pale yellow to neon green is the next color that you can actually find with your vaginal discharge. So pale yellow to neon green, actually, this is how it looks like. I said I'm sorry if maybe my images may not be the best, but please, we are just trying to demonstrate. Sister Joy, welcome. I hope you're doing great. So this is how it looks like. This is just a demonstration. So we have pale yellow to neon green. So if you look at it, you'll see from this pale yellow moving right to the neon green to the right. So if you have this, what does it mean if you have pale yellow to neon green? So this could be dieting, okay? This could be dieting. Supplements may also be the cause of you having this type of discharge. But you need to also understand that this is also a sign of an infection. But if you know you are like, maybe you're fine, if you know you've not done anything, then you should not too bother yourself. But if you're afraid that maybe you probably had unprotected sex or you were messed up somewhere, then you should talk with your doctor and you look at these discharges. Talk with your doctor and explain the discharge to your doctor. Probably send a picture sample of the discharge for your doctor to see. And if at all your doctor is not with you, then you probably send it to your doctor so your doctor can examine and tell you what to do next if maybe you're far from your doctor. But in general, this pale yellow to neon green could be a sign of an infection. So you should take note about this. So Sister Joy, you're just joining us. So we have been talking about vaginal discharges. We are actually talking on the colors of your vaginal discharges. So we are trying to explain the various colors, and we believe that every other lady watching has passed through one or two of these colors we're talking about, because most of them are normal, some are signs, symptoms of an infection, but the others are normal. So we will actually discuss the first one, which is blood red to dry brown vaginal discharge, and this is how it looks like. This is the first one that we discussed. This is how it looks like. Blood red to dry brown. This is how it looks like. And we said the reason for this could be your cycle. It could be that maybe you're getting to your cycle. It could be that maybe your cycle just stopped and maybe you still have some spotting. It could be that you have irregular menstrual cycle and you're having spotting, and within your maybe at the mid of cycle, you could be having spotting, let me say on day 12, day 13, before ovulation. So you might have this blood red to dry brown vaginal discharge. Some people actually have spotting even when they are pregnant. Okay, so you might be pregnant and you have spotting and it will actually appear like this. So this one, there is little or nothing to fear about this, although it is always proper to talk with your health care provider. The next one we discuss is cream and milky white vaginal discharge, and we say this one actually reasons why you have this one is as a result of just the natural body sending out waste. Okay, your natural body is trying to keep you healthy. It's trying to make sure that you're fine. That is why you may have this cream and milky white vaginal discharge. And this is how it looks like. Sorry again about my image. I just think that maybe you may. Now, the next one that we're talking about, that's pale yellow to neon green and pale yellow to neon green vaginal discharge. We say this could be sign of an infection, but it is proper that you talk with your doctor, and your doctor should be the one to tell you what could be the issue and how you can go about it. This is the image of pale yellow to neon green. If you see from your left to the right, you have pale yellow from your left to neon green on your right. Okay. So if you see this type of discharge, please, it's good to talk with your doctor as soon as possible, because this could be something really terrible. All right. The next color of your vaginal discharge that you might find is blush deep pink. Okay, this is blush deep pink vaginal discharge. Now this is how it looks like. Before I come to the reasons, this is how it looks like. So if you look at it, this is how the color looks like. Now the reason why you could have this blush deep pink vaginal discharge, the reason is as a result of sex. Okay, sex. You know, some ladies actually have some slight bleeding after enjoyment. So this can actually result in this pink discharge. All right. And if you have it like that, it is also it is normal, but don't take sex blood during intercourse to be normal. Okay, yeah, this generally could be normal, but do not take blood during sex to be normal. Always talk with your doctor, and you come out with, let your doctor tell you exactly how to proceed, because this could be something else. You know, bleeding during sex have a lot of linkage to infections, linkage to even cervical cancer. So don't just say, no, I read it somewhere that this thing is normal, so I should stay. No, you should talk with your doctor, and you come out with exactly what could be going on. So, like we said, this is the image of blush deep pink. All right, blush deep pink vaginal discharge. I know we are getting some of these names first time, but I am pretty sure that we are probably versed with the explanation. Yeah, with the explanation, because the explanation are actually giving you highlights, giving you a clue of what could be going on in your body. So the next vaginal discharge, the next color that you can possibly have is clear. Okay, clear. Now this is what we expect most people to have, which is their best. Okay, this is where you don't have a problem. This is where things are really sweet. Okay, clear vaginal discharge can also be whitish in color. Okay, you can have whitish discharge. You can have whitish discharge. This is usually normal. All right. It may have an egg white consistency, and if you have this egg white consistency, then it has to do with what your ovulation. Therefore, means you can get pregnant if you have this egg white consistency. All right. So it means you can get pregnant at that time. So you need to probably be careful if you don't want to get pregnant, or if you want to get pregnant. All right, that's when you can meet with your honey pie. All right. Now, this is how clear. So yeah, it's just a demonstration, please. It's just a demonstration. This is how it looks like. All right. So on day 14 of your menstrual cycle, it's possible that you can have this, reason being that you might be ovulating. Now, this is just for people who have a 28-day cycle. If you have a 28-day cycle, then it is possible that you will actually be seeing this type of vaginal discharge that is clear, whitish, slimy, telling you that it is great time for you to meet with your honey pie. Another reason is sexual arousal. Okay, that's another reason. Okay, when you are with your honey pie, when you are with your partner, and you are about meeting, because of the kissing, romancing, you will possibly have these lubrications. We used to call them lubrications because they actually come out. This clear whitish vaginal discharge actually come out to lubricate the vagina and prepares you for the football match. You know, like I used to say, intercourse is the most sacred thing that you can have with your partner, and always give people time. And this is one of the reasons. Give people time, give ladies time for them to actually have this clear, white, slimy vaginal discharge that will help you enjoy this football match. So that is just one of the reasons. Like we said, another one is ovulation, that you could be ovulating. That's why. Okay. So another discharge that you can have is what? Storm cloud gray vaginal discharge. All right. But when you see this type of discharge, storm cloud gray, please, it is very important you visit your doctor. Make sure you visit your doctor as early as possible. Don't waste time, okay? Do not waste any time. Visit your doctor and you come out with what could be the problem, all right? Because this could mean a whole lot of issues. This could be something really, really terrible, all right? So when should you see a doctor when you have these various colors of your vaginal discharge? Okay, so if you're worried about your discharge color, amount, or other symptoms, your body is pretty good at letting you know. It will send you some pretty specific clues like itching, pain, and burning during urination to tell you to get a downstairs checkup. All right, so if you have all of these symptoms of your vaginal discharge, we have all of this, that is, you have these colors. But when should you actually see a doctor? Yeah, you see a doctor when you have other signs and symptoms. And now, what are those other signs and symptoms that you need to see for you to meet with your doctor? So you should see a doctor if you have the following signs and symptoms plus the color that we have already made mentions above. So if you have itching, you have pain, you have burning sensation when you pee, you have a strong foul odor, you have frothy texture of your discharges, you have cottage cheese texture of your discharge, you have vaginal bleeding, you have gray in color vaginal discharge, bleeding that is unrelated to your period, meaning this is not your menstrual cycle, but you're bleeding, okay? And you have discharges, please see your doctor. We need to understand that clear, white, yellow, green, red, pink, gray, hormone imbalance, yeast infection, gonorrhea, or chlamydia, vaginal infection, cervical bacteria, vaginosis. These are all things that can cause you to be sick. It therefore means if you have all of the other signs that we mentioned above plus your color of your vaginal discharge, you can have any of these infections. Okay, so what is the takeaway about our discussion today? What is the takeaway? The takeaway here is the vaginal discharge thing is amazing. All right, it's amazing. Why is it amazing? It's amazing because just think and just sit down and you're thinking of how your body eliminates germs, okay, on their own. Then you will see how amazing the body is. All right, it is not always time for you to be worried about maybe a lot of disturbing things happen to your system, but it could be time for you to just chill and you think how your body is responding and working hard to solve your issues. Okay, so that is it for our discussion. While we wait for questions, we will be actually telling you that if you're watching this for the very first time, if you're here watching for the very first time, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also give us thumbs up on this video, share us out to your other platforms as well. That's Facebook and the WhatsApp groups. Share us out so that we can get a greater audience. Then we will be looking at cervical mucus shortly. It's actually an old video we did on cervical mucus, so we'll be looking at it. So as